Dear viewers, Namaskar. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all in today's session. Especially in today's episode, we are going to talk about the India-Nepal relationship, focusing on significance of Nepal to India. Despite of deep-rooted cultural and trade ties, once again, India and Nepal are in heated debates due to the border issue. Nepal shares 1850-kilometer border with India in three sides: east, west and south, especially with the 5 states of India: Sikkim, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Uttarakhand. Often listen that India is very important for Nepal. Actually that is correct. But there is need to see on the flip side that Nepal is also equally important for India. The Joint Technical Boundary Committee worked for 26 years and settled many border issues between India and Nepal. Especially Narsahi Susta, Limpiadura Kalapani are some of the debated areas. In this episode, we are going to discuss about significance of Nepal to India and other allied aspects. So let's begin the session with the cultural ties between Nepal and India. We know very well from cultural viewpoints, India and Nepal are deeply connected. We have common values, culture and religious practices. Especially the two major religions of the world, Buddhism and Hinduism, are developed and flourished in the soil of India and Nepal. If we talk about Hinduism, then Mother Sita is from Janakpur Dham, Nepal. Then Lord Rama is from Ayodhya, India. Or we can say rishis from Nepal who have contributed for the development of this Hinduism or Hindu philosophies and culture. For example, Rishi or sage Panini, who is from Arakhachi district of Nepal, he has contributed for the Sanskrit grammar. Similarly, we all know that about the Vedas. Vedas were written by Ved Vyasa and he is from Tanahu of Nepal. And if we talk about the Ramayana, actually Ramayana is written by sage Valmiki and his hermitage or ashram is in Chiton district of Nepal. So there are a lots of other scholars who have contributed for development of this philosophy. And besides, if we think about the Buddhism, then Nepal has equal contribution for the development of Buddhism in the world. Especially the Lord Buddha was born in Lumbini, Nepal, where he get enlightened in India. And beside that, for the preservation of knowledge and wisdom of Lord Buddha, Nepal played the very vital role. Is the Niti Shastra says that Ayam Nija Paroveti Ganana Laghu Chetasama Udara Charita Nantu Vasudaiva Kutumbham. That is, the narrow-minded say mind and time, but for the large-minded, entire globe is a family. So that is the spirit of this culture. Dear friends, now let's talk about the economic aspect. So here is the issue is why Nepal is important to India from economic viewpoint. Do you know one thing, that what is the position of Nepal in India as a source of remittance? Can you guess what is the position of Nepal in India as a source of remittance earning country? Actually, it has fourth position. In 2017, Nepal contributed for 4.6 billion USD remittance in India. Similarly, what about the export of India to Nepal, and what is the Nepal position in terms of export? So here Nepal is within the top 10 countries. In 2018-19, India export the goods of 7.76 billion US dollar to Nepal, and Nepal only export to India 420 million plus USD dollar goods. So the export from India is many-fold higher than that of Nepal. So here we can say the for India, Nepal is not only a very close neighboring country but a very important business partner. And some of the people say that Nepal has no choice because the connection in the north with the China is not easy as with the India because of the difficult geographical connections. But here one thing is very important. The technology is developing so fast, then we can imagine or we can think modern technology will facilitate the connection. So what happens when all the business of Nepal tilt towards China? So in this regard, India need to focus because as I have already said that for India is not only a close neighboring country but also the important business partners. About Nepal government and its inclination towards China. One thing very important here need to be noted is that Nepal is never colonized. That's why we do not celebrate Freedom Day in Nepal. An important thing is that the Nepalese are brave by nature. If you take the example of Anglo-Nepal War, only 150 men, women and the children with homemade weapons fight fearlessly with more than 4,000 British soldiers who were equipped with modern equipments, and they emerged as a fearless fighter Gurkhas. And there is another rumor about the nature of Nepal government. Is Nepalese government is orthodox single party communist? Exactly not, because the Nepal Communist Party follow the ideological framework which is called the Jantako Baudaliya Janabad, which means multi-party democratic system. Actually, this political ideology was conceptualized by former communist leader Madan Bhandari. So in case of Nepal, here is need to understand that whether that is Communist Party or Congress Party or some other parties, they all come from general election. Actually, the political parties of Nepal should be amended by public in general election for the purpose of ruling the country. The current developed scenario indicated that China has absolutely no role in this issue. Even in 2050, in bilateral border issue among India, China and Nepal, Nepal has shown its strong position about its land. China has already said that it is the bilateral issue between Nepal and India. And one more thing important to note here is that all the political parties have single voice regarding the border issue of the motherland in Nepal. In this section, we are going to talk about Gurkha and Indian security. The term Gurkha has been traced back to spiritual leader Guru Gorakhnath. Nepali, as a brave warrior, they are deployed in various forces of the world. Nepali, they serve in Nepal Army, Indian Army, British Army, Gorkha Contingent Singapore, Gorkha Reserve Unit Brunei, UN Peacekeeping Force and war zone around the world. Recently in 2018, Trump-Kim summit of Singapore was also protected by Gurkha from Nepal. In Indian context, Gurkha have saved India many times from external attack and internal violation on cost of their blood and life. India is heading towards global superpower, aiming 5 trillion economy. With great power, great responsibility will come. At that situation, also the role of Gorkha will be significant with India. Due to growing Islamophobia raging in India, not only the Islamic countries like Pakistan, Malaysia, and Turkey are advocating against India in various international forums, but also Organization of Islamic Cooperation has also paid concern. Moreover, growing concern of renowned person like UAE Princess Hind Al Kashomi on Islamophobia in India may increase geopolitical risks and threaten the relationship of India with Muslim world. In addition, extremists like Gajawa-e-Hind may be future challenges for India. And in such a hard situation, mighty friend like Gorkha could be a blessing. So till now we discussed about the importance or significance of Nepal to India. Up to now, it is very clear that both the countries are very important for each other. But it is very ridiculous to have dispute between the countries which are guided by philosophy of welfare of all. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. This dispute should not be the part and parcel of mendacious diplomacy. It needs the equal spirit from both the sides. If both the countries have willingness to resolve the issue based on the treaties agreement made earlier, it wouldn't be longer than Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. This dispute should not be the part and parcel of mendacious diplomacy. It needs the equal spirit from both sides. If the countries have willingness to resolve the issue based on treaties agreements made earlier, it would not take longer than a few hours of dialogues. However, the dialogues should be in between the executive powers of both the countries. With these notes, I would like to conclude this presentation. May all be happy, may all be peaceful, may all be blessed. Thank you so much for your time and attention.